Hey, it's Ann here, and I want to thank you for watching this video and waiting so long for this third video in this business tools series. So I've been teasing this for literally the entire month, or it feels like maybe more than that, but I know it hasn't actually been too long, but this is my physical tools setup. And the reason why I didn't post the previous video, which was all ready to go, is like the second that I decided to post it, I realized something about my planning process, the tools I was using, and what needed to change. So this video is going to be a little different than I originally had planned. And what it's going to be is, like the kind of runners up, the ones that were that I was pretty sure that I wanted to use. But dude, there were 4 of them. How many planners does one woman need? And it's not like I don't work with a ton of clients, if any, at any given point, because that's not part of my business, is to work unless I'm working with a group of people. So there was no need for me to have all these binders. However, I didn't know that until I started playing around with it. I started using them. So in this video then, we're going to go through, I'm just going to switch the view so you can actually see what the tools I'm using. I know I'm not supposed to be apologetic about the style, but you know, the video is what it is, and I will do more in-depth videos really close in on the products so you can see what they are if you are interested. So if you are, if anything kind of comes up during the video that you want to see more of, just leave a comment below or email me and let me know. So we're going to go through those top 4, find out what stuck around, what did not, maybe what was added to the mix that wasn't originally going to be added to the mix, and why. And hopefully this will get us all chatting about this whole topic of planning. Because I've got a lot of friends who just don't like to plan. I have a few that love it, like are lunatics like I am. Love to lay out the plan, love to use sticky notes, love to put Post-its on the wall, all that kind of jazz. But then there are some people that I'm friends with who don't like it at all. And I respect that everyone has their process and their way of getting things done. That doesn't erase the fact that a plan is necessary. So check it out and then let me know what you think. All right, so as you can see, these are the original planners that I started out with. And I'm like right here. So I just wanted to show you kind of like where I was, and this is actually even pared down from where I originally was. So the first thing that I want to share is that it started actually with this, with the Day Designer. The Day Designer is a year-long, day on one page type of system, and it's beautiful. I fell in love with this right away, and it's very similar to my phone case. See, this is the kind of sickness that I have. So I got this. I was really excited. They sell out really quickly, so I just jumped on it. However, I will say right off the bat that I really wish that I had just purchased or waited for the undated one, because that would have suited me better. All kinds of guilt happened, and I actually did use this a little bit in January, and I'll tell you that the only way that I feel okay about not using it, just because the price alone was so high, for me to just kind of get my head around, it's not high in the realm of, you know, it's not like a Louis Vuitton bag or something, but the only way that I could feel okay about letting this go was the realization that I had my little friend washi tape, which could black out the dates. So now this will be just whenever I feel like I need like a pretty to-do list or pretty like tool for the day, I can pull it out, cover up the date, and then none of these pages get lost. So there's that. The Day Designer, I love. I think it's so beautiful. I love Whitney English. I love everything that she's teaching to entrepreneurs. So I can't say that I don't love it. This is the first new Filofax that I bought. It's an A5 Domino, and this one really, I love it, honestly. I do love it, but what I was really waiting for, and I will kind of share all this in a few moments too, but what I was really waiting for was my beautiful, my love, my nude Filofax original in personal size. I had originally purchased my very, very first Filofax many years ago. So I found that, and I realized it was all torn up, and I ordered this online. I think I found a store in the UK that had it at the time that I wanted it. Now I can see, and I'm getting really bummed out that it's all marked up. So hopefully some of this this oil kind of stuff that I got today will help me clean it up a little bit. But this is my beauty. This is my little sweetheart. And then I kind of went gaga. This is just one representation of it over Sugar Paper LA, which is a company that collaborated with Target, and they had all these beautiful, beautiful planners. I went on a rampage. I literally bought, I think, 4 of these, and then I'm like, why did I buy those? And I slowly, over the month of January, got rid of those to give to my sister, who was just starting school, and now I realize there's food on this. Seriously, Anne. And I kept one for myself, and the idea was that I was going to use this for my editorial calendar. So anything that was going out video, blog post wise, etc. would just stay in here. Okay, so first of all, let me just show you the Day Designer, because the Day Designer is really where all this started, and hopefully you can see this. I discovered the Day Designer last fall, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting for a new batch to be released, because when these puppies come out, they go so fast it's not even funny. So I was excited. I got this in December sometime. I was like ready to make this something, whatever. I was just ready to do it. And there's worksheets at the beginning. There's so much goodness in here. There's yearly goal setting, ways, it's just so beautiful. If you want me to do a walkthrough of the book itself, I will. But generally, the whole gist of this book is that it is a day on one page layout. There's lots of different room for things. There's like your schedule. This is actually a weekend day. I don't know why I did that again. There is a month at a glance, but generally what you'll see every day is your top 3, which I totally believe in, and then a place for your to-dos and whatnot. So I used this for a couple of weeks, and I felt like I was trying to use it. So I decided that I was going to put it away, but the only way that I felt okay with that is this. Let me just show you the page where I just kind of decided that this is what I would do. Every single day that I decide to use this, which might even be today, I am going to remove the date. And so this kind of becomes a journal, a business journal, a to-do list, like just a little notebook along the side of whatever you're doing. And I will put in the date that I'm using it. So I have washi tape in black and gold, and it covers up the date. And that's the only way I felt okay about using this. So try that if you love a planner, but you just don't want to use it, but maybe it costs you a lot, because Day Designer ain't cheap, people. So I felt like I needed to give it a go, and now it's just going to be on the side if I need it. The next one that is kind of on the side as well, you can kind of see, this is the Filofax Domino A5, and oh my goodness, I'm going to include a picture that actually is the reason I purchased this and initially this. That's the sadness that is my life sometimes. Okay, I keep scratching this, jeez. That is the only bummer about this, is that it seems to get dinged up really easily, but I still love it. So I got this in January when I was in the middle, or maybe actually at the end of December, when I was in the middle of my obsessed I must have every planner known to man phase. And what I will tell you is that it's sticking around. However, it's not going to be with me. It's not managing my business or my schedule. It's more of a reference binder for my bills and money related to the business, related to our family, and there might be some other things in there like bills related to Mila's school and whatnot. But it's really a reference binder, so it's not going to go anywhere, and I'm still setting it up actually so that I know keep on top of things, you know, like house repairs, whatnot. So I'm still using this. I love it. Mwah. And it wasn't too expensive. It actually was way less than the Day Designer because I found it on staples.com. So head on over there. There's a really great deal, and they're still there. I will say that I prefer the Filofax Original over the Domino. And I think I like the Domino only because it resembles, for me, what I imagine the Midori does. And I will put a link to what the Midori is, or maybe pop in a picture here. I just like that whole rustic vibe. So the other thing that I wanted to show you is this. So this is the sugar paper planner. And as I mentioned, this is what I was using for planning out content for the year. And it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I found something else that is making me way happier, just the thought of it. And if just the thought of it is making me happier, then bam, I gotta do it. So, I mean, I even put like I made like a little tag thing so that it could be in here. And I'm not saying, maybe I'll realize after a few weeks that I just need something dedicated just to content, which might happen. So I'll let you know about that, but that's pretty much out as well. So the final one that I wanted to kind of show you that was in my batch to begin with is the Filofax Nude Original and Personal. I love this so much that I've actually over the last few weeks thought of replacing my Domino with the A5 version of this. That's how much I love this color, and the video might not even do it justice, but it is so pretty. It looks like the best foundation ever if you buy makeup. It's just so clean and pretty. I just love it. And I like the style too of it a little bit better than the Domino. So just so you know what I'm using this for, this is my project planning notebook. This is what I'm using to figure out what tasks are due on a weekly basis, what projects I'm working on, and those are in a very, I love this. So I use these project planning sheets to help me figure out what's my goal, what's the description of the project, when is it kind of wrapping up, and the due date usually is ongoing. But I put my action steps, my resources, there's usually 2 sides, and I usually just use the whole sheet for one project because things grow. So that's a big thing. And then the other piece to this is where I put my blog post ideas, my video ideas, you know, whatever. I have a lot of blank paper in here just to help me kind of like have plenty of space. I do have a big, oh, I forgot to show you that. I have a big pullout here, which is my long-term goals, mid-term goals, and short-term goals. And all of those, oh, those aren't even accurate anymore. A lot of those on that goal page and these project planning sheets, as well as the blog post sheets, and one other, or actually 2 other layouts I use are from a woman. If you look her up, she has strangecharmed.com. So this is actually, again, this isn't really appointments. This is just where I am putting what has to be done during the week, what are the main tasks, are they done, and any notes about that week. So it's really focused on weekly goals, weekly tasks, things are going to happen during the week. And that worked better for me than having schedule pages in here. So this is okay. Last and not least, so you might be thinking, Anne, is that plenty of planners to go through? But really, all I have on a daily basis to use is this. And now, because this nude Filofax does not include my appointments, schedule, even my content calendar, because remember that sugar paper one is out for now. There's another planner that I've been looking forward to touching and using, and it's my Kate Spade Medium Agenda for 2015. Now, 2 things about this planner is that it started back in August. So it's more of like an academic calendar. So it starts back in August. But I'm okay with that. And these little things, these little guys, I might actually end up taking them out and using them as dividers in my own, in the Filofax. I'm not sure. But I'm okay. Flirt with a handsome stranger. I don't think my husband would like that. But what I'm using this for is quite simply appointments. And this page, the month at a glance, is going to be where content is listed out. I still have to transfer that in here. So those are going to be, this is what I'm up to. Oh, I wonder what happened today. Groundhog Day. I wonder if that dude saw his shadow. And I'll put anything of note related to Mila's school. So this is a catch-all. This is not just a business only. This is business and content, really. Because I wanted to keep them both tied together. And sometimes I might leave this at home if I just want to kind of have my appointments with me. And I did not want my appointments in here because it just made it too big. So these are the guys that I'm using. Yes, I'm a little too cozy with my planners. Oh my goodness, I keep popping these things out. I think it's because they're kind of dorky, but I love them still. They're like little heart-shaped paper clips. Anyways, these are the two that are sticking with me for the time being. This one, all about business, and this is just my agenda. This is literally what's happening in my world, what content I should be working on, what's, when am I expected to be at school for Mila, and I am so excited. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be making more of these all about planners, so I know you've been seeing me talk about planners, but next time we're going to talk about the process of planning. So it doesn't matter which of these tools that you use, it only matters that you have your own process that you go through every single time to make it easier on yourself, because the easy part is what gets us to our launch, to our end game, to our destination. All links to everything I mentioned in this video are down below. I think I even mentioned some resources during the video. And as always, if you like this video, like it and subscribe so you can get more of the same, maybe some different things coming up too, which I'm really excited about. And I just love doing video because it's fun. And now I have a new studio in my daughter's bedroom. I've strategically placed myself so you can't see her stuff really. Oh, whoops, except for this. Oh, that's okay. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will chat with you soon. Bye.